I think somebody had already figured out. How do they figure out where it's going to be ahead of time?
Because
Surgical strike.
I make it live, but it's just got the placeholder graphic on it.
Okay.
And so TotalPartyKill.live, it works as soon as the stream is up, even if we're
Gotcha.
not on the stream. And you can also, if you're if you subscribe to the Incomparable channel, it will show up on like your homepage when we're live. Technology, Tony,
I feel like
is a thing.
Retweet.
I won't say if it's wonderful.
there's people,
but it's a thing.
There's people who are better at being fans of us than I am at being fans of us. So
it's probably true.
All right, hi
Yeah.
hi live stream, hi bootleg. It is Tuesday night. This is gonna be one of our surgical strike episodes, which is a thing we say and not necessarily a thing we do. Which is to say, we will try and be concise in our show. Get you in, get you out. Won't have our signature pre-banter and post-banter, except for this banter now, which is gold.
That's introductory.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Preambulatory, preambulish.
Setting the scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Players, anything we need to cover with our bootleg listeners before we start the episode?
Cover things with them?
I don't know. I just feel like we should check in.
You know what you did, bootleg listener number 37.
People on the YouTube stream, there's apparently 22 of you. Wow.
Wow.
Are you all doing okay? Everyone okay? I mean, for some varieties of okay.
Well, I like that you say that like it's the sign of the cry for help is that they've tuned into this show. It's like, wow, there's 22 of you. Are you all okay?
In a lot of ways, participation in podcasts.
You know that there's WandaVision and like sports and like other programs.
Podcasts about WandaVision. Even there's you
and
have
about
options.
sports.
And
Hey.
There's Sports Corner. Everyone's favorite podcast.
There's also Hockey Feels, which I think is what Erica was alluding to.
No, Hockey Feels is no more. It's Beginner's Puck.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tony.
Sorry.
It's been Beginner's Puck.
Yeah, I don't know why I said Hockey Feels.
Sure.
Well, Hockey Feels was Steven's podcast about hockey.
Okay, I was definitely.
And now we all know how Steven feels about hockey. So
sorry that I did not delineate between the various sectors of the hockey podcast empire that lives in your apartment.
Hey, we only have two. We only had two hockey podcasts. We have four Doctor Who podcasts.
Lost one.
Did that number increment during
the
your
per capita thing?
The
per capita aspect of that worries me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Pulley says, "Help."
It felt like we were going to
start. Where are you? We're on our way.
Start.
If we just got started.
Okay. Wow, that's a very helpful attempt at railroading that I reject. Let me tell you about my day.
I will not.
I've broken Alina early. All right. We're going to do the thing. Hey, I got to start somewhere. Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, a Dungeon Master, he, him, his. Today, we are back in Barovia, mixing it up with the Dog and Pony Show. We are causing trouble and fighting vampires eventually. There's ghosts, there's mayhems, there's titular dogs and titular ponies, or at least singular dog and singular pony. Allow me to introduce our players. They will introduce their characters, and I will attempt to remember what it is we all do here. First up, it's Jane Ritt. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Tony. I play Lena Dulina, the human rogue, and our pronouns are both she, her.
Next up, the one, the only, the Micah Sargent.
Oh, me. Hi, I'm Micah Sargent. Oh, you've already said that. I play Elevor Landman, the half-elf druid. Our pronouns are both he, him. And we play Samus, the saber-toothed tiger, whose pronouns are she, her.
Also joining us, it's Aline Sims. Hi, Aline.
Hello. I play Imra Soliana, the wood elf ranger, and her trusty pupper Androdite, and we all share she, her pronouns. I mean, we all have our own she, her pronouns.
Yeah, you don't have to share them. Everyone gets their own.
There's plenty to go around.
Excellent. It's going to be one of those nights. I love it. Also joining us, it's Erica Ensign.
Hello, I play Brildish. Brildish is a dwarven paladin. Her pronouns, like mine, she, her. I also play Brildish's celestial pony, Pony Cindelarent, who got to go back to the celestial realm very briefly last time. His pronouns are he, him.
And last but not least, he is keeping our YouTube stream going and doing other helpful things. It's Dan Lauren. Hi, Dan.
Boop, beep, boop, 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 boop. That's how it works.
Yep.
Hi, I play Castan Onatar's Crucible, a Warforged cleric of the god Onatar, who is nowhere to be found in these strange lands. I use he, him pronouns. Crucible is they, them, and we are all ready for some Dungeons and Dragons, Tony.
We are. Dan, it always confuses me when you talk in your Alex Horn voice, but also delights me, which you definitely just did at that moment. So what has been happening in our adventures? Well, we are in Barovia. There's this guy. He's a vampire. He is unkind to people, and they are going to do something about it. You can tell that sometimes I pre-plan what I'm going to say about the adventure, and sometimes I did not. Specifically, right now, our adventure is on, you could call it a little bit of a side quest, on their way back from the drowned city of Berez. They have taken shelter in a partially dilapidated manor house known as Argynvostholt. They have dealt with a corpse in a box that was left on the steps. They have explored some of the strange ruins of this structure. And at the end of our last session, I believe Breldish had stepped into some kind of wine cellar when a figure kind of popped out from behind a giant cask and said words that I should have written down, but basically announced its presence to you.
It was basically something like either don't come any closer or get back or something like that. Also, not really a wine cellar because we haven't gone downstairs.
All right, smarty pants, Erica Ensign. What do you call a first floor wine storage room?
Wine closet?
A wine room.
I would like to point out it's got 2 doors, Dan. Do wine closets have 2 doors?
Yes.
Why not?
Dan, roll.
Wine not indeed.
Well,
I've
you know what, Dan?
Lord.
I was going to
Multiple
give
door
it to you because your
Not
character is
now.
an expert at ruins.
I
and
am great at
architecture,
ruins.
and now I'm taking it away. And when I
Can't
say
do that.
it,
It's a feature of my character.
well, when I say it, I mean inspiration.
Oh. I've literally never gotten inspiration in this campaign.
You know what you've done. Yeah, keep opening bags left and right. We'll see who gets inspiration.
The bag.
It was
Right.
canonical to my character. That is what inspiration is for.
All right. So I hate all of you.
We're winning,
So-
you guys. We're winning.
It's 8:10,
Yep.
8:10 p.m.
Surgical
Less than
strike.
5 minutes in.
And he hates us all.
Yeah, well, you know.
Anyway, I will get us back on track by saying that Brildish immediately says, "Oh gosh, hello! I didn't mean to startle you."
All right. Bro, just give me a quick perception check.
I will give you a perception check. Oh dear, we're starting great tonight, you guys. 4.
4.
I'm also startled.
You are startled. You could barely make out the silhouette of a humanoid creature that is kind of it's kind of hiding in the corner of this room.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, but you rolled a 4.
Okay.
I will tell you that this appears to be it's some kind of humanoid. It is not a horrible monster, unless it's one of those humanoid horrible monsters.
Are we not the monsters?
Spoilers.
We're
for
only
the last,
some of them.
for the last episode of Curse of Strahd. Also, Strahd von Zarovich is the monster.
He's the monster at
What?
the end of the book and the monster at the end of the adventure.
Yeah, there's a sweet picture of him riding Bucephalus at the end of
But
the
he
book.
rides such a cool horse. Why would he be a monster? I do not understand.
While we're doing a surgical strike, I was looking through my materials to prepare for today, and I just wanted to share with you this picture of Bucephalus that I found that happens to feature Strahd von Zarovich on it, but mainly, Bucephalus. Just everyone take a moment.
That is a
to
dope
appreciate-
horse.
So
That's
Yeah.
a very good horse.
I will
yeah.
say for a second.
For our listeners who are listening and can't, Dan, paint us a word picture of this dope ass horse.
An ebony steed, its mane flecked with the orange embers of fire, its hooves likewise alight.
Flecked with fire.
While Strahd von Zarovich sits astride. I thought for a second that was like his leg in a cast coming off on one side. It was very
think it's a cape.
confusing.
I think it's a cape.
It makes
Yeah.
more sense than a leg in a cast.
Billowing
fine.
in the breeze that is also blowing the fire.
Yeah,
Mm.
Bucephalus has a vape. He's on a skateboard.
Wait a minute.
Jane, we're talking about
Clowns.
horseflies.
Strahd von Zarovich is using an air horn. Micah,
Mhm. Blah, 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 blah.
thank you.
It's a very majestic photo.
Yeah,
If
I
you
think that
ever played-
to be clear, not a photo. Also, I believe that
Can't
that
prove
is
it
Castle
isn't.
Ravenloft in the background. So
Some
Surgical
other
strike,
weird
people.
castle thingy.
If you've ever
Anyway,
played
so-
like World of Warcraft, it looks like a horse you can summon as a warlock.
Ooh, it's pretty cool. Though.
Yeah, it's a spooktacular horse. Meanwhile, back in our wine storage closet, the figure kind of limps out from behind the barrel, Brodus, and you get kind of a better view. This appears to be a dusk elf, and I will tell you, so far in your travels in Barovia, I'm not sure of the last non-human character that you encountered, aside from
probably
horrible
the Dusk
monsters.
Elves.
Yep.
Did you
that
meet a
we-
dusk elf?
Yep. With the
we would-
Vistani.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that we.
I always forget that
talked
Erica
did we talk
actually
to them?
remembers stuff, unlike other players that don't remember the names of. Let me just say, here, I'll take this moment to slag on some other groups from Dungeons and Dragons. They would have forgotten Strahd von Zarovich's name 7 times by now and renamed him 4 times.
Wait
Dan?
a second. I feel seen by this.
To be fair, part of my character is to not
To be
know
fair.
names. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
Um,
Erica brings up a good point. I don't know if we talked to them. I don't
think we
remember.
did.
Yes.
We
But
So,
we knew we
I-
saw,
saw
them.
them.
saw them.
Yeah.
excellent. Erica,
So
I'm amazed that you remembered that. You do remember that in the Vistani encampment, kind of outside Valaki, there were dust elves, and maybe you saw some of their trademark. They live in these they kind of remind me of Hobbit hole.
They're
kind
hobbit
of-
holes. They're
burrows.
100%
Oh,
hobbit holes.
yeah.
I was
remember the
really
hobbit
excited
holes.
about them. I remember that.
Yeah, I don't think you interacted with any of them, but they are notable as, Barovia is not a land teeming with elves or dwarves or any other thing. So, for example, Rictavio, half elf, that was very notable. He stood out.
I feel
And
like
this appears to be a dusk elf.
I think maybe Elevor might have spoken to one, but
Yeah.
Technically,
pretty
the
certain
last
none of the rest of us did.
non-human that we spoke to was probably the angel, though.
that's true. The diva.
Okay, yes. And there was, and in the horrible asylum, there
some
were
other-
other, yeah.
Of people. of-
coincidentally, also the last
unclear.
non-human we danced with.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Or not coincidentally.
Or did we dance? No. Did I dance with the diva?
somebody-
No, you-
you danced
Or
with
did I
the
just
In the,
dance
in the
with
pale
the-
moonlight,
you-
yes.
I believe you danced with
Silica.
the flesh golem.
Which is
So,
Vasilka.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I tried to dance with
So-
the diva.
So we've seen a
and
lot of
Beyonce said
non-humans,
no.
basically.
Yeah. Okay,
Surgical
fine.
strike. So can I
Surgical
hear?
strike.
Can I hear anything that's happening in that room from where I am? Like,
I think so. I think
when
you've
I
heard.
pop around.
Yeah, I
The door's
think you've
still
heard-
open.
Yeah, the door's open. You've heard Broldish probably, So yeah. Imra, you poke your head in, and there
I'm poking my head in.
It's dark, but I think you have dark vision, right? And Broldish seems to
No.
be. Well,
Yeah,
you see a silhouette of Broldish staring at a person, which perhaps
Okay.
you were surprised to see in this wine storage
Yeah,
closet.
I will introduce myself and say, "Hi, my name is Broldish. I'm a dwarf. I see that you are hiding here, and are you limping? Do you need some help? We could help you."
The dusk elf looks at you somewhat suspiciously. My name is Savid. I'm not used to help.
I thought you were going to say dwarves, and I get that a lot around here because it seems there aren't a lot of non-human people in this land of Big Barovia, which you probably understand, also not being a human, as I see.
It has been some time since I have crossed paths with one of your kind.
Well, we didn't really talk to, but saw many of your brethren around the camp outside of Valaki.
Yes, that is my home.
Oh, okay. What brings you out here? I've got some friends with me, and I'm sure that they would all love to talk to you if you would like to. Maybe we could go into the kitchen area with a big table.
Point of
He
order:
kind of-
is Aragal with us?
I don't know where Aragal is. Maybe Aragal is out front smoking a cigarette with Bodhi Sidlart.
I mean, he was
Yeah.
with us, but
Uh,
Yeah,
Of course,
he-
there's
he was with
cigarettes
us.
in Barovia.
Lena,
just-
you're
Hey,
where is he?
pony.
He's just
The
recuperating.
life is hard. Yes.
He's recuperating from his encounters with the bats
Okay.
and his newfound phobia.
Okay.
So he is obviously at Argenval still. Is he in the same room as all of you?
I think he's sitting outside.
Okay.
pony.
So Savid kind of follows you, Brolish, into the kitchen. There may not be totally space on this map to put all of you in the kitchen, but use theater of
I
the mind
introduced
to
everybody.
imagine that you are all in the wreckage of this kitchen. So there's a little bit more light here because there's a window, and it's not a dark interior wine storage closet. Hurts me a little bit every time I say that.
I don't think I said storage. This is wine closet.
Oh,
Wine
okay,
closet.
that's better.
Yeah.
And Savid does appear to be injured. He is limping, and it looks like he's got several. They look like they're kind of like spines that are jabbed into his leg in a way that
Ow.
is uncomfortable, and seems like, probably he has lost a decent amount of blood from that.
Can
I'd
I
like to do a
make
healing
medicine
check?
check?
Yeah, I rolled a 1 to a medicine check, so that's 6 total.
Don't touch him.
You
She
start asking
sheaths an arrow.
Imra, you start asking him questions about insurance.
I only got a 9.
I got an 11.
All right. You guys manage to, you offer, and he kind of seems a little taken aback by it, but allows you to kind of treat some of his wounds and kind of rebandage them. It looks like he had done something makeshift probably more than a day ago. He honestly looks like he is in rough shape. And
I could lay
wanna
hands
do a healer.
on him.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have a lot of heal.
Yeah.
How are other people doing? Because I have.
Like how does this look like a commoner? Like where I could just give him a hit point and he would feel much better, or does this look like a burly fight? Like
I will
fighter of
tell you
some
that
sort?
mechanically he is a scout, and he has 4 hit points remaining, which is not a lot of hit points for a
All right.
scout.
I got about half of my spell slots left.
me just-
so
I can
I'm
tell you
happy to. I can easily use a cure wounds on him.
I think Elevor would find some kinship in
Yeah.
seeing another elf.
Mhm.
So regardless of anybody else, I'm going to go ahead and cast.
And I for- Elevor,
Cure Wounds.
are you a dusk elf?
No, just half elf with it. But
Okay.
Dusk is not my type.
Gotcha.
Got an 11 points of healing.
Okay. Savid is doing much better. We'll say that in addition to magically healing him, that also kind of like dislodges the spines, and he's like stretching his leg and like trying to like kind of get the movement and feeling back. Oh, strangers, I appreciate this. This kind of kindness is, well, clearly you're not from Barovia. No,
I am.
most of you are not from Barovia, and you clearly are of uncommon ilk here.
For the record, I would heal you also if I was capable of it, good sir.
You says, while dripping poison onto your crossbow or something.
Yeah. Just swinging around my glowing sword doing
Yep.
forms.
I feel like Lena is softening in our influence because I feel like when we started, there's absolutely no way she would waste.
She would have
healing.
stabbed this guy by now.
Yeah. Like,
Probably.
I feel like
Yeah, 4 hit points. That's
You're
that's
tender.
how many experience points is he worth?
How
Yeah.
stylish is his cloak?
Not that great. It also,
Okay.
I mean, it looks like probably formerly, but it looks like probably this is someone who's been trudging through the woods and sleeping in a pile of filth and their own blood for more than a day. So yes. So well, I appreciate it. Perhaps I will be able to return to my home sometime soon. I will be honest, I didn't really have a plan here. I was foraging in the woods near Valaki. The markets have been closed for several days, something, I don't know, probably some festival related business. And so I was foraging in the wilderness, and there were some horrible tree monster plant things that shot needles, and I barely got away with my life, and I got a little bit turned around, and I thought I'd take cover here for a night, and it's been several days, I think.
Oh,
I'm glad
Tony?
we happened across you.
Tony, how far are we from Valaki at this point?
You are less than a day's travel from Valaki.
Okay.
Do you want to see the world map again?
No, that's fine. Just curious.
Okay.
I can show you the world.
I have a world map,
Map.
Dan.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm very pleased for you.
I don't know. Would you like to join our merry band of fellows as we scout this dragon house?
I'm not really a joiner. I do appreciate your assistance here.
I'm a rebel.
Yeah, I would perhaps caution you against I mean, I'm impressed that you have made it this far. Let us say, I only took cover here out of really a great deal of desperation. I can't encourage anyone to really press their luck further or deeper into the house. This is not known as a safe place to be.
Out of curiosity, I rolled a 13 insight. From that was my sense of him in terms of
He seems to
above-
be pretty straightforward with you. I think he's being very appreciative of the fact that, I mean, if you did not save his life, you certainly saved like 80% of it. Rounding up.
Before you go on your way, tell me, do you too hate the long shadow cast over this land? For that is what we seek to end.
I cannot walk that path with you, he says, staring into your eyes, but I hope for your success. I have been here
Wink.
in Barovia for many years. You know, as an elf, elves can live hundreds of years. And Savi does look kind of elderly as far as elves go, so it's possible that his. I did not say those words.
I didn't do
those
it.
are your
Wasn't
words.
me.
And perhaps I will just say that I remember a time before Strahd, and I would not. I would like to see those days return. I don't think it will happen in my lifetime.
You remember a time here before Strahd?
Yes.
Wow.
What was there as much fog? Like, tell us about it. What was it like before the old Strahdy boy came along?
Story time.
It was a different time. It was not a time without certain despairs, but I remember. I remember when Strahd brought his armies to this valley and conquered it and made it his home.
Was he from here?
No, but he brought his people and his armies here, and he built his castle where he would rule from.
Was he a vampire at the time?
He was not.
So he became a vampire here.
Yes, here in Barovia.
I think that's what the abbot told us as well.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we talked.
This very house that you now stand in. This is the ruins of an order that stood up against Strahd.
Oh wow!
Wow.
See, that just makes me want to. I say to him, that just makes me want to explore it more. I mean, maybe there's something that could be helpful to us in our cause here. If this was the one of the last strongholds of somebody that stood against him.
How long ago was that?
Again, this was hundreds of years ago.
And no one has occupied this house since then?
It has a certain reputation.
Well, we did.
Is it haunted?
It is believed by many of my kind that the spirit of Argynvost does not rest easy, nor that of his followers.
A small dragon made of fire that said, "My knights have fallen into darkness. Save them if you can. Show them the light they have lost." And I feel like that's the kind of thing that we would like to do. I'm not sure how to go about it. Do those words mean anything to you?
Well, Argynvost was a very large dragon, so I do not think you would mistake him for a small dragon unless he was very far away without a frame of reference.
This was in a fireplace.
This is canonically this is Dusk Elf humor now, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, it goes right over Brildish's head, and she says, "Oh no, it wasn't far away at all. It was in a fireplace that was right in front of me, so I'm pretty sure it's small." She's very earnest.
I believe he was the legends tell of a mighty silver dragon. I have never met the creature myself.
Do you know anything about what their light was? Is it like a metaphorical, like, will to persevere? Is it a literal lantern?
Metaphors are rare in Barovia. We can't afford them.
Was that more Dusk Elf humor?
Just we
should look for a light then.
Oh, what would if you had to give a color to the light, sort of in your sort of feel of things, that light wouldn't be green, would it?
Me? You're asking me?
Yes.
He's a dusk elf.
I'm just
he
thinking
doesn't like light.
I'm thinking they would like silver. Order of the Silver Dragon.
Spit on the nose.
Sort of.
Just, I mean, I don't know. There is the there are the spires of the of Argynvost Holt still kind of remain. So it could be that there could be some kind of
Like a
light from
lighthouse?
that. Yeah.
Ooh.
There is
But for dragons, a lighthouse for dragons.
there is kind of I mean, so
Inland.
Argynvost Holt had kind of clearly in its heyday kind of had 4 towers at each of the kind of cardinal corners of the structure. The towers to the southeast and southwest completely gone. There were towers to the northeast and northwest that are still seem like they're structurally intact, but specifically there was like a much larger tower that still it looked not in great shape, but loomed over the structure of Argynvost Holt that you would have seen from your approach to it.
Is everybody else
Is
thinking
Is it
what I'm thinking?
behind?
That it was on
New-
like the center back.
New
you know.
base, new base, new base.
I'm thinking we need to light some lighthouse towers.
Mm.
I've been going around lighting all these fireplaces.
Sounds like we should go
Yeah, this is
up.
in your wheelhouse.
Up, 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 up.
Oh,
But again, this place, people say it's haunted.
Well, we are planning to head back toward Valaki, and then a little past it once we are done here. So if you would like to wait, you could accompany us if you would like some company on the road, just in case the blights return. That's what those things were that attacked
Yes. I think I might make my own way in a few minutes once I've gotten my wind back.
Okay.
we shall explore, for we are afraid of no ghosts.
Mm.
So I had an idea. I could do 2 things. I could become what did we go with again? Because it wasn't Spidervore, because that's scary.
I think it was Arachnivore.
Arachnivore.
A name that is not scary at all
Mm.
or
Mm.
ominous.
Mm.
See, the ending of vor has just a whole different meaning that
Yeah, it
I've
makes it
never
sound like you eat
considered
them.
when I made Elevore.
He eats
So
spiders.
Arachnivore has spider climb, but Elevore can also turn into flying creatures. And so either of those creatures could go up to this beacon and see if it could be lit.
I don't like
And-
that idea of Elevore going off on his
Going
own.
alone.
Yeah, which
Yeah, in
Broldish
case
would
there's
say
something there.
if you suggested it.
Crucible
I-
would like to explore the rest of this
We're-
house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
Well,
there
did
may
you
be other
already
things
wander
to
off?
learn here.
Brothers, did you already wander off? Is that where your token's going?
No, I specifically invited our new friend into the dining room area so that there would be room for all of us, and for some reason nobody followed me.
We
so-
all huddled into the other room.
Oh, I thought you said
Oh,
kitchen.
I heard you say
Every party ends up in the
ends up
kitchen.
in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dan. You're already a Midwestern
I've hosted many
middle-aged
a
property
party.
owner. Yeah.
Or
Can I ask
Atlantic Canadian.
I don't want to discuss this question at length, but what is the normal scale of a square on a map?
5 feet.
Okay, never mind.
5
Five.
feet.
Ah, damn it. These squares are 10 feet. All right, I'm square. So I guess all your
What,
tokens should
the
be-
squares we're on now are 10 feet?
Yeah.
Oh, this
It-
place is big. Cool.
Okay,
This
it's way
is
bigger than I thought.
huge.
Yeah. Ah!
It confuses me because
Emro, you've shrunk!
some of the
Hello.
some of the monster tokens I think were on one scale and some were on the other. So I was like,
I gotta
just-
zoom in more
I,
now.
I was like, these things don't look that threatening. You know.
Oh,
I don't know.
I
Maybe
thought those chairs seemed kind of small.
yeah. All right. We're not going to do chipmunk voices.
I'm Argal, and I'm still very large.
I was
Oh,
only
Pony
going
is-
for Mickey
Don't
Mouse.
talk to me or my large Aragal ever again.
Pony is enormous. Okay,
all
there we
right.
go.
All right. Well, we already did one fight. That coffin is half
Surgical
the size.
strike.
Surgical strike. All right. So
Okay.
you are in the Savid is going to kind of head toward the foyer, probably planning to head out through the ballroom. He will
Oh,
make his
boy.
own
Should
way
one
out.
of us go with like because of Aragol?
What about Aragol?
I'm just curious what the relationship between I mean,
Like,
Aragal.
Aragorn might know him.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
what is
That might not
Aragal's?
be a-
Aragal's current status with the Vistani is probably not great.
Not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think he's somewhere between exiled and presumed dead.
Yeah, so like
Neither of
I'm
those
not
What we
actions are
call
good.
the sweet spot,
Yeah,
just where he wants to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like faked his death.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
maybe
sure
Imra
that
should
we want-
follow him out
Yeah, to see each other.
and be like, "We saved your life. please don't tell the Vistani that this guy's here with
Maybe
us.
just
Actually,
put your
no,
hood up
I'm just
or-
gonna be like, as we approach the door,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna like really loudly be like, well, my elven friend, I hope that you have a safe trek back to the Vistani. Like, really,
Yep.
To the
Yeah.
Name
Vistani.
drop him
Subtle.
repeatedly.
yeah.
Savid just says, "There's nothing wrong with my ears, but thank you for your kindness." Savid steps out onto the porch, looks around.
Argyl's hiding behind Pony.
Argyl's behind Pony doing something really important, looking down at the dirt. As Savid kind of glances in his direction and then heads off into the down the path. You know,
Look out for the coffin as you go back to the Vistani.
Awkwardness avoided. They probably
Yep.
like went to prom together or something. Like just you know,
Mhm.
sometimes it's just awkward to run
Balaki
into
prom
people
is
you used to
rough.
know.
Yeah,
not
I
great.
can't.
Mostly
Wolf
spiders.
heads everywhere. Yep.
Yep. So,
That's a good dress, though.
you have gained a little bit of information. You have helped a wounded Dusk Elf. You've perhaps made a new friend who will help you out somewhere along the way. I have resized your tokens confusingly and scattered them around the map. Let us say that Pony and Argyl are going to wait outside, I think, unless you decide otherwise.
Although first I think we'll be like, Argyl, do you know that guy?
Oh yeah, that's Savid. He lives
Is
in
he-
the camp.
Is he cool?
He's cool. Yeah, he's cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Thanks.
Yeah. He's cool, man. He's cool.
Yeah.
We went to prom together.
Yeah,
It was
that's
fun.
right.
Yeah. Canon, says Argyl.
I want fan fiction. Where is it?
You ask and you will receive, Jane.
I don't know. I've been
Careful.
asking for fan fiction for all kinds of weird stuff over the years, and nobody's ever come through.
As
Argyl
far as you
Savid.
know,
There's 24 people listening to this stream.
Yep.
somebody's
24
writing it.
opportunities.
Yeah,
I want
come
fan
on.
art. Actually, I don't want the fan.
Yeah,
fiction, I
Yeah.
we
want
do
the
need
fan
some
art.
fan art.
Yeah, but what if the first fan art is them at prom?
That's what I
That would
want.
be
Okay.
amazing. Yeah.
What's wrong
Yeah,
with
that actually would be strangely on brand for this
Yeah.
group. So
100% what I want.
retract my indignant voice.
What do you? I think Argyl is like Argyl totally shows up and he's like wearing the like tuxedo T-shirt, kind of look.
he would.
Yeah, he's yeah.
Mhm.
I think Savid goes all out. So
Yeah.
cummerbund, etc. Anyway, you meet up, and so I think you have talked about wanting to explore Argynvost further. You have not totally mapped the first floor. There are also many, or at least several places that you could ascend to the second floor if you're so inclined. I think even somebody poked their head up to the second floor and saw places that you could go from the second floor up even higher. So yeah, that
What's-
foyer really goes to a lot of places.
What is this right here? Is that
Yeah,
a door
that's why I'm
or just
there
an
trying
opening?
to check that out.
There is so you head back into the dining room, and there is a doorway leading east off of the dining room that has not been explored. Do I have any description of the dining room or of these doors? I talked about the puddle of water
And the statues, which I am keeping
Yeah.
an eye on. I'm actually gonna go over and investigate now that we're done with our chat. I want to
Yeah.
take a look at this statue here.
Sorry, I'm just scrolling
What
around
kind of
in my
what kind of
document.
stone are we talking about here?
This is medium grade stone, statue grade.
Okay.
So let's see. So the significant thing on the kind of eastern wall of the dining room is that there are leaded paned windows that seem to look into another interior room of the of Argynvost to the east of this chamber, and there's kind of a fancy set of doors made of glass, but stained glass, but the panes are kind of cracked and broken and splintered with spider web kind of things in places. They clearly they look like they are even partially ajar, so not locked and perhaps no longer even lockable. It seems to suggest to you that there might be some kind of like chapel beyond Broldish. Some of the stained glass that is still kind of you can see an image in depicts silver dragons in flight.
Can you see
Ooh.
through the windows enough to make out what's on the other side, or
I'm gonna say that's not how stained glass works.
but they're openable?
Sorry, the doors are openable.
The doors are openable. Okay.
Yes. Hold on, let me reveal, or I can reveal a little bit more for you on the. How's that?
I see.
So there's windows.
Well, if
And
the
then
doors are
doors.
somewhat open, Crucible is definitely going to poke through.
All right, you want to poke your head through the
Yeah.
doors?
Yeah.
All right,
Slice. There it goes.
Just screw it on
I'm
again.
just gonna-
What's the big deal?
I'm just gonna reveal the
Oh,
chamber beyond as you
Friends.
look into it. So you are looking into Crucible, a chapel. Cracked wooden pillars support a wooden U-shaped balcony that hangs over kind of the part of the room closest to where you're looking in. Narrow archways lead to a spiral staircase that curl up to the balcony. Door set on the north wall has a wooden beam barring it. At the east end of the chapel rests a stone altar flanked by iron candelabras. Candelabra is a fun word to say. Say it with me, everybody.
Candelabra.
Candelabra.
Candelabra cadabra.
Yep. The altar is carved with a rising sun bas relief. Base?
Bah.
Ba.
Yeah.
Well, I got
Done
both
by a
of them wrong.
sheep.
Yep, relief. Tall arching windows set with panels of stained glass decorate the walls behind the
Anyone else
altar.
think Tony is bearing the lead?
One of the windows has been shattered. There's shards of colored glass, allowing a thick fog to enter and fill the room. And through the fog, you can make out the kind of silhouetted shape of 3 armored figures kneeling before the altar. Each of them seems to have a longsword kind of propped next to them, next to where they are kneeling.
Could these be the
Yes.
knights?
Maybe those are the guys that
Yeah.
need the light, so we just have to light the candles and they'll go free.
Oh,
Hold on. Do I have a thing that does that?
I bet Elevor does.
Mhm.
I have light.
Not
well,
the same.
does anyone have like thaumaturgy or because some
I
of
can
the stuff
create
is
bonfire with a cantrip.
that might
will
be
light
overshooting
things.
it
Oh, that's
slightly.
Yeah. Wait, Druidcraft might.
Light or set them on fire, one of those.
No,
Yeah.
but you know what? Create bonfire if he does it
Oh,
in
yeah.
the air right above
Druidcraft.
Yeah,
You instantly
okay.
light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small
Perfect.
campfire.
Yeah.
So I guess can that be the first move, Tony?
Yeah.
What
We
do you want?
also,
You're
I
not in
assume,
yeah.
have tinder boxes, but it's more fun to do
Yeah,
it with
I'm
magic.
over here looking at this statue, so I have no.
All right. I mean, so Crucible, you have seen this. You're looking in through the door.
Yep.
Do you want to relay any information to your acquaintances?
Yes, I will say there are 3 figures kneeling at this altar. Perhaps they are the ones we are supposed to awaken? Does anybody have a light?
And Elevor, Alakazam, Alakazoos, and
What's the range on Druidcraft?
Oh,
One chapel.
900
really
feet.
far? Yeah.
real far, it says.
A kabillion T
is,
kilometers.
I would need to move to here,
Okay.
and then I cast it.
Just I like to ask questions. So Elevor scoots into the room so that he can cast Druidcraft on the altar. Crucible looks like you're hanging out in the doorway. Broldish, Imran, Lena,
I
Delina,
have bad feelings about these doors.
You
As
may
soon
want to
as-
think about what your characters are doing while Elevor is doing this thing.
Like I was looking at the statue, but as soon as Crucible said that there was somebody in the room and Elevor went in there, I start heading for the door. I'm pretty slow, so I figured
All right.
I will have almost gotten to the door by the time Elevor is able to light the candles.
So Elevor, there is a dramatic scene. There's this kind of supernatural fog being it's billowing around the floor of this chapel. There's some light coming in through the stained glass window. And now the candelabras atop the altar are burning with a bright light as the 3 kneeling figures rise up, wielding their long swords and turn to look at you with long, dead eyes. And they roll initiative.
But we were helping.
I turned on your lights for you.
I'm
Hey,
just gonna.
who turned on
just
the
gonna
lights?
Say, Crucible and Elevor and all of you, these particularly look like these might be Revenants.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Oh, no.
OMFG.
Oh no, that's bad. Oh, that's very bad. We just fought those. That was hard.
Well, you fought one Revenant. This is totally different.
Yeah. So we've
right, so
traded like
important-
500 bats for 2 revenants.
Important
That's-
question. Do we
that's what you
think
did.
that Revenant? Do we think that the Revenant's immunity to turn undead is a trait shared by all Revenants? Or do we think that was unique to the
I think
Revenant
you
that
should-
really hates me?
I think you should ask Imra because she is an undead scholar.
Favored.
Dr. Soliana, if you please.
Yeah, advantage on intelligence checks to recall information. So that'd be a history.
I think it should just give me a straight up
Just a
intelligence
straight
check.
up intelligence check. Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you. You
Neg-
need to get higher than a 10.
-1 to my intelligence.
You have You do have advantage.
13.
Revenants are immune to the effects of turn undead.
Okay.
Of course they are.
And I would also know that radiant damage would be a good thing to use, right?
Yep, because it keeps them from regenerating.
Okay,
Good news,
so
I
I'm
can
gonna
dish that out at will now. So
I'm gonna pass that information on to everybody as quickly as I can, while also saying I don't have anything that does radiant damage. So
I will also remind you that having dealt with some Revenants before, Revenants, these are undead clanking knights. Their speed is 30 feet in case you want to just run away.
But then somebody
Information
else could stumble
and
in
bar
here and
the
get
door?
hurt.
Information I volunteer to you free of charge.
So there's just no talking to him.
yeah, they're
Figures.
just undead murder.
Did
machines.
just checking? I rolled initiative. Did any of you roll initiative?
no
Yes.
we were just
Elevor and Samus did.
Surgical
Oh.
strike.
academic question?
Hey, Aragal, we may need your help.
Argo puts out a cigarette, and, draws 2 daggers or something. I don't know.
I imagine Brildish tells Pony, and Pony just kind of like nudges
Yeah.
him in.
Yep. Yes, that's exactly what would happen.
Okay.
It'll take him a few rounds to get here, but we might need him. Unless like if Crucible and Elevor just decide to back out and close the door.
That's
I
have
mean,
their
it is
own
made of glass.
adventures.
It is made of glass.
Smart decisions that we
Mhm.
would generally make because that is the history of these characters making smart
I'm just
decisions.
saying
left
if
and
There's
right.
there's a lot of ruined mansion you could use to fight with these Revenants. I'm just saying,
Like improvised weapon,
or
like
running away.
throwing bricks.
Can
can
someone
Revenant-
put Aragal in the turn order?
I got
Do
it.
we know
I
if
got you.
revenants are similar to cows and that they can go upstairs but can't go back down them?
You do not know that.
I wonder.
It is
if-
widely speculated, however,
Yeah.
on the
No one's
forums.
no one has ever lived to tell the tale.
I
A
am
lot
an
of people
expert
died
on
upstairs.
undead
Dr.
things.
Soliana.
Do I know?
Could
Yeah.
could you help us out here, please?
Give me an intelligence check, DC 10. Surgical strike.
18.
18. You feel confident that a Revenant could descend stairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
A
Dang
lot of
it.
people didn't live to tell the tale after they were murdered upstairs by a revenant.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, they didn't get to try out the hypothesis.
Really hard to A/B test Revenants. So
Well, we've got 3. Let's
all right.
start.
So it looks like, did you all put initiative in? Is that what's happening? The order is Lena Delina, Imra, Brildish, Samus, Elevor, Crucible, Revenants 3, and Argal. I put in at 0. Did you roll for Argal, Jane?
Yes, I tried to enter it, but it seems like it didn't take.
I can enter
Let
it for
me-
you if you want.
It's 6.
6. All right. Tell you what, you all get to go before the Revenants. That is a thing I am letting you do.
We could run away then.
You could run away.
Well, Lena
Technically, only Elevor and Crucible have trespassed into their sacred intersanctum.
I lit their candles for God's sake.
Like a candle
They
in the
seem
wind.
kind of salty about that.
They do.
All right.
Uh,
Lena Delina is also trespassing into their inner sanctum.
Yep, she is going to stride in
Mhm,
and light up her sword.
mhm.
And I was kind of hoping that that was the light that they would react to, but from your tone of voice, I'm suspecting they just need to be stabbed.
Someone's finger tapping is playing on the stream.
Oh.
It sounded like finger tapping.
It did.
Jazz hands.
Jazz
It's quiet
hands.
now. We're okay. All right, they do not seem to react to the sword. They stare at you with dead eyes.
Okay.
Darn.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna shoot one of them with my crossbow.
All right, you wave a lightsaber around, no effect. Bang.
Yeah, it's like,
how do you like this?
Oh, crazy over here, huh? Look at this. Wow, it's a glowing sword, huh? Follow the sword. Boom.
Yeah.
Misdirection, a rogue's greatest friend.
Yes. That is a 16 to hit.
All right, let me just check. No, that's some other horror that I have a PDF open for. A Revenant is not very hard to hit. These Revenants are clad in chainmail, but it has been deteriorated with age. So a 16 is more than enough. I'll assume you're aiming for the one in the lead Revenant there.
Yes.
I'm just gonna put little colored dots on them. Why are the dots?
Do they have names?
The wrong scale. They do not have names.
Tony 1,
so
Tony 2, and Tony 3.
we are not calling the Revenants Tony. I have to draw. This is where I draw the line. Here and only here.
We finally found it.
So I actually would like to real quick do a insight check on it. So to see if I can get off my insightful fighting that'll allow me to do sneak attack damage on top of the.
Sure. What do I have to do for that?
So that is going to be contested by a deception check.
Okay.
Sneaky Revenants. You know how they are.
So that'll be a 22.
Yeah, no. You're successful.
Okay,
I rolled a 14.
So that's 11 crossbow damage followed by 18 sneak attack damage.
Nice.
All right. 11 followed by 18. Strong opening move from Lena to Lena. Imra, or Lena, you all set?
Yep.
Imra next, followed by Broldish.
Do I think that magic damage is preferable to non-magical damage, or
Nope, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
As long as doing fire or radiant is nice because it nerfs their regeneration, but it's not like they take half damage from non-magical sources.
Okay.
They're just meaty. They're not even that hard to hit. They just have more than 100 hit points each. Just like you.
Yeah, totally. Collectively. All right, so I'm going to aim at do I want to hit the same one or do I want to hit a different one?
I think we should focus fire.
Focus on one? Okay.
Yep.
I was just thinking because I don't do radiant or fire, so okay, so I'll aim at that same one that Lena hits with my longbow. It's a 25 to hit for 6 points of damage.
All right.
My second attack is a 19 to hit with 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And I don't think I get a bonus. I just get the 2 attacks. Yeah, that's it.
Broldish is next, followed by Samus.
All right. So let's see. I cannot get all the way there to them in one turn. So I'm going to go as far as I can. And then I'm going to use one of my channel divinities that I don't know if I've ever actually used before. I think I did use it once. So it's Abjure Enemy. So as an action, I'm going to choose one creature that I can see. It has to make a wisdom saving throw. And fiends and undead have disadvantage on the saving throw.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Well, I did roll very well. I rolled decently well. I got a 14. What did I have to beat?
I think 13. So, yep, 13. So you made it.
He stares you down.
Okay. Well, its speed is halved for 1 minute or until it takes damage. I'm going to say that's the one at the back, kind of at the top. So,
okay.
So that one speed is halved. That did not go as well as I was hoping. And let's see. And then as a bonus action, since that's not technically a spell, as a bonus action, I will cast Divine Favor again, which is the thing that lets me do an extra 1d4 radiant damage on a hit with my axe.
Okay, getting ready.
Yep.
All set, Erica?
Prepped. Yep. I will also say, in Hela's name, stand down, foul creatures.
Samus, followed by Elevor, followed by Crucible.
Samus has got all the running speed in the world, so she rushes forward and rolls a 9 to attack a Revenant.
Samus gets a big claw full of dirty, rusty chainmail, but no Revenant.
Lovely.
Elevor?
Very good. Elevor, with a bonus action, summons forth his flame blade and then rushes forward where Samus was. I guess we could stand on top of each other and strikes out. No, that's bad. We don't want to strike out.
Strikes in.
Strikes in.
Classic sports banter here on Dog and Pony Show.
17.
That hits. Roll some damage, and you've done fire damage to him now, which is
3d6.
36.
Only 6 fire damage out of 3d6. Terrible. But 6 fire damage.
All right. Well, the important thing is fire damage, because when you do fire damage, it's like you're stealing hit points from the future.
Futurized.
Crucible, followed by Aragorn, who is probably just going to walk across half the mansion on his turn. Crucible.
Crucible will hold up his hands, and his the rune on his forehead will start to glow with radiant light, and he will shoot a laser bolt at that guy.
All right.
I'm going to cast this at 3rd level. So let's see how this goes. That's a 22.
That definitely hits.
That's 20 radiant damage.
20 radiant damage. That Revenant, if bloodied was a thing in 5th edition, would be bloodied.
Some of our listeners love that, and some of our listeners hate that.
Well, I love some of our listeners, and the other ones aren't baddies.
I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah. So that Revenant is staggering about. Can I put Samus and Elevor on different squares just so I can keep track of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You're both attacking. You're both engaged with that first Revenant. Sorry, Crucible, your turn.
That was my action. I suppose I will stride up, and since Bruldish is not all the way engaged yet, I will step in front of them.
All right. Oh, wow.
Do I have? Never mind. I have forgot that these are 10 squares. Let me actually count now. 5, 10, 15.
I think you would have needed 25 feet to get there.
25. Oh, yeah. I can move 30 feet, so no problem.
There you go.
I was already in the room, so that helped.
That has made things interesting for the Revenants as Crucible engages all 3 of them.
Hold on 1 second, just check where my spells are. Don't think I'm actually got that one.
Yeah, it's almost like Crucible has some anger around Revenants.
Strong feelings about Revenants.
They may or may not have opened a bag.
Did not prep the thing that I could use to give myself an AC bonus. Great. So,
whoops.
Onwards.
Is anger part of your programming?
I'm not a robot.
I know. Dan, I don't understand anything that's not Star Trek. You know me. That's my shortcoming.
Crucible,
wait, is Batman Star Trek?
It's a holodeck program.
Crossover.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Crucible is finished.
All right.
Aragorn. Like that wording.
But not.
Jane, what's Aragorn gonna do?
So I'm trying to do the math of how far he can actually get.
Yeah.
Not
what is his speed?
His speed is 30 feet.
If he wants to ride pony, it's 40.
Let me tell you something. If Pony will let him.
Oh, absolutely. Pony has bonded with Aragorn, not nearly as much as he had with Arena, but
Yep. Then on to Pony. We're going shopping for some Revenants.
I'm just gonna give you Jane and Erica. You can control you share control of the pony pog now.
Yeah, you can go ahead and move Pony wherever Aragorn is directing him. That's fine.
Okay,
if I see something that Pony wouldn't do, I will let you know, but I doubt that's gonna happen.
Pony starts writing up a power of attorney for Aragorn.
Pony likes to mix it up sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go.
He's never been killed by a revenant. He was killed by bats. I would like to point that out.
Mm,
So
Kill
okay,
that.
this
And
is
flies.
each
It's
square
swarms.
is 10 feet.
yeah. Jane, if you want, there's the ruler tool, which is sometimes easiest to just be like, it's basically 40 feet to the front door.
Right.
And then you could go
40
another
feet.
40 feet would be,
Former squares.
I see that you can get, like right there.
Yeah.
And Argyle, I'll move Argyle along with you.
Argal on horseback.
All right. Gallops across the foyer
Ponyback.
vestibule. Sorry.
Ponyback.
Ponyback sounds weird. Ponyback sounds like a Canadian rapper.
What? I love it.
I
Little
can't
ponyback.
argue.
Just trying to bring
fresh out
Pony
of-
back.
Yeah. Yep.
And we just better hope that that dining room has high ceilings.
Yep. It does. It has
Oh, really?
high
Excellent.
ceiling,
Ergal
High
riding right into a
ceilings.
door frame.
high ceilings, low chandeliers. The Tony
Usually
Sindelar
the over the
architectural
Few people
promise.
know that the headless horseman was actually
Yeah.
from Barovia.
Yeah.
Actually, from right now.
Yeah. From now.
5 minutes from now.
All right. So meanwhile, cut back to the inner sanctum, the chapel. There are 3 revenants with long swords. 2 of them turn to Crucible. One of them, I think, is going to fight with Elevor, because Elevor is right
That's
there.
only fair.
Yeah. So they have multi-attack. I'm rolling multi-attack on Elevor. Do I have disadvantage or anything like that?
If I say yes and it's not true, how are you
Nope.
feeling?
I'm rolling
Okay.
it. First attack is a rather unimpressive 10. Second attack is a more impressive 24. 23.
That'll hit.
All right. You will take 15 slashing damage. Crucible. 2 attacks coming your way. 13 and 13. Not very exciting. 2 more attacks. Wow. Yeah. I rolled a 13 and a 14. So you are evading their wild kind of
They're
wide
scrabbling
halting-
off the like hard
yeah,
metal
they're just
shell.
kind of like big sweeping arcs with their long swords. They're kind of clearly, it's possibly these revenants have been sitting here in prayer for decades and are, they haven't warmed up yet. Lena
Gotta
Doris?
limber.
Somebody
Gotta
had to
do some
go in and light
exercises.
the candles.
Yep.
Mm.
Got to do those
Um,
chill cooldowns.
Okay, so that is enough to take a swing with the sword.
All
That's
right.
a crit.
Wow. Crit with a lightsaber.
Yep.
Ooh. Does it do
Okay.
anything fancy on a crit
Oh, that's
besides just a?
Do
Heck
any?
ton of
I don't know
damage.
if any weapons in fifth edition
Yeah.
weapons do fancy things on a crit. I
Fairly
associate that as
No.
fourth edition.
rare.
Okay.
no, not really.
One of the ways that fourth edition was actually kind of cool, even though everyone hates on it.
I don't. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Loved 4th edition.
Okay.
also like
So that is going to be 20. And then at least I think I did that right. And then sneak do you double your sneak attack
Yes.
dice on
Yes.
it? Nice.
Yes.
All damage
Dan,
dice.
Dan,
Oh,
who,
yes.
Dan, who plays a rogue, knows.
It's the
Yes.
best part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's truly
Yeah.
okay. So
I did the
that
20.
is okay. And now it is going to be 32 additional damage.
Oh, God. Which
Additional
includes-
radiant damage.
Yeah, which includes radiant damage. All right.
Yes.
Also, that guy
Sizzle.
is slowed still from something that somebody
Yes.
did to him.
Yeah, I
so,
looked at him.
Yep.
Yep. So just big lightsaber swing right across the
Right through,
thumb.
sizzles through his
Oh yeah.
ancient chainmail torso. Yeah.
And just staring right into
Yeah,
its
Lena
dark
just-
little eyes the whole time.
Yeah. You're just fighting with this skeleton knight in the spooky, foggy church lighting. It's great.
Yeah.
Imra.
It's very cinematic.
Oh, and she also says, "We will do what you failed to do."
Ooh.
Ooh, throwing down the gauntlet.
Yeah.
I assume that guy's gauntlet because they're old and rusty.
Yes.
Take it off and throw it down.
Clatter.
Just a bony hand.
You could, if you wanted to challenge him to a duel, you could like slap his face with it.
Yeah, that would be
You're already
rude.
fighting him, Dan. Challenging him to a duel is
You never heard of adding
unnecessary.
insult to injury?
What are we like? Let's take this fight outside.
All right, so I'm gonna move into the room, and I'm gonna try to hit that guy again. It's a 23 to hit for 7 points of damage.
And this is the front one, the one that's been bloodied.
Yeah,
Your target.
same
Got
guy.
it.
Yep. And then I'm gonna continue my.
I'm sorry. Could you
move.
use it with 7? You said.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh wait, no. I get 2 attacks though.
Mhm.
Haha.
Real
17
crowded in here.
Yeah.
for another 11 points of damage.
All
And
right.
then I'm going to finish my move. I actually get one more square. And I'm going to tell everybody not to move any further east than they already are.
Okay. Interesting.
Which means I can't attack.
Uh,
Oh, then I already am. Okay, then I can't. Yeah.
no, you could come up
I think-
next to.
I assume that you mean don't advance past Crucible and Lena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We'll
hold
try to
that
make a
line,
space for
basically.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume that Imra is not instituting like some kind of freeze tag rules in this
It's
fight.
like, what is happening?
It's a diplomatic thing.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons can be played by any rules that both captains agree to. So, this is.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
casting a spell with the zone of wherever you wanted to stand.
yep. Brildish.
All right. Brillish needs to get up into this fight because this is just like so 1, 2. So I will come up here and attack the one that has already been hit. Inhale his name. Foul creature, be gone. And I roll a 1 on the die.
Mhm.
And look a little chagrined.
Mhm. Hail up. Hail up.
I'm gonna clear my throat and shout it again, this time louder. Inhale his name, be gone, foul creature. And roll a 3 on the die, which only brings me up to 10. So I think that
They are not hard to hit, but they're not that.
not that
they're
easy
not,
to hit. Are
They're
they?
not rats.
Uh-huh. Let's see.
Yet.
Do I have any bonus actions that are useful?
Rat.
You might need to work on that one for homework, Micah.
Yeah, I'll come back to you. if I can.
Revenants.
Well, you know what? I'm worried that these guys are going to be tough. So I have a bonus action left. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark, and mark this one, not the one I've attacked, but the one right next to it, as my quarry.
Mhm. I'm putting the symbol on it. I don't understand how it decides what the scale of the symbols are, but yeah, there we go.
That's asking too much.
Yeah.
I think the scale. So the symbols are based on the squares,
Okay, and not the okay. Yeah.
not the tokens that it's attached to.
So sorry, that's why they're very big. Samus followed by Elevor, followed by Crucible.
Well, Samus will just do another little tacky tack here. Oops, I should spell roll correctly. I know a 24 is going to hit.
You do.
And we will do 14 on
Nice.
is the roll. I don't know how, or is the damage. I don't know how much it actually does though.
It does 14. They don't.
Oh,
They just take damage. They're not. It's not like a rat where they take half. A swarm where they take half damage, and they're not. They don't have
Let's
any
never
protection
fight a
against-
swarm of revenants.
Yeah. And it's not like they or other things that only take magic things. So okay. That was Samus.
mm-hmm.
So next up is Elevor, followed by Crucible.
All right. Elevor will roll 10.
Not quite enough.
Twinsies.
Crucible's turn.
All right. Crucible will raise his Yokawa and plunge it into that Revenant. It seemed to work great last time he tried this on a Revenant, so we'll see. How it goes
Which
this time.
which of the three? You are
the
adjacent
bloodied
to.
one. The bloodied
Okay,
one.
I was gonna say you're adjacent to a lot of Revenants, Crucible.
Oh my god, a 9.
9 total.
Yeah. I rolled a 2.
Remember that time that three revenants murdered you in their church?
Oh my gosh. Well, that was not great. Elevor, how are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm hanging in there,
Do you
Dan.
need any healing?
Oh, no, he's Elivor's okay.
You want to talk?
We're just gonna stop for a little chat.
You wanna chat? You wanna step out for a moment?
Little bro down, yeah.
Just take a little break here, have a little chat.
To
Yeah.
be honest, I thought lighting the candles was gonna work, and now they're mad.
Time
at
out,
us.
Revenants. Time out.
Yeah.
He's just a little disappointed. is
Yeah,
all.
no, I hear you. I'm with you. I too rolled a dispiriting number.
Same. I did it twice.
You try to help people and they just don't
They
want your help.
they're revenants and they're angry. All right. I guess Crucible's done.
But it's okay, people. There's the sound of hooves in the distance. Could it be zebras? Could it be a pony? It's a pony. It's just one pony. One pony being ridden by an assassin. How much closer to the battle can one pony get? Jane?
How do I do the distance thing?
Do you see a symbol that looks like a circle with a funny little ridge thing coming out of it on your toolbar? It's under the magnifying glass.
Okay.
That does.
It's supposed to be a ruler, I think.
Yeah.
It's a
Well, yeah, but I was like,
circle and a
yeah,
ruler.
if you use the symbol
look
that looks
like
like a
that.
ruler, that was like, that's
Doesn't.
not going to be helpful. If Jane,
Nope.
if it looked like a ruler to Jane, she wouldn't have asked this question. So I think I was measuring it. I think
why don't
can...
you just measure it?
Okay. I think 40 feet gets Pony and Argal past the threshold into the dining room, and another 40 feet gets them, I'm going to say, like right into the chapel.
And can Argal roll animal handling to have him rear up in a cool way, even though it has no mechanical benefit?
You'll have to negotiate that with Erica. Yeah.
I think Pony is just going to do it because it looks friggin'
That's
cool.
true. Pony doesn't need to be handled.
Heck no.
So-
Also, since it was all Pony's movement, does Aragal get to
Ooh.
Oh, so
Fire
Argal
crossbow?
still fire.
I don't know how steed turns work, but I would ask Tony, how do you feel about it?
I don't know, especially because Pony Cindelar is sentient, right?
Right.
Is
so
a
it's
magic
him.
pony.
Right.
So
it, like,
I just like to be clear. I don't know how normal ponies work. Flashback to the episode where I thought ponies and horses were the same thing. Even after Erica had repeatedly explained that they were not.
Proposal: instead of rearing up, Pony instead stops short, bucks its rear, catapults Aragal off into the air.
Yeah.
Aragal, brandishing 2 daggers, lands on a revenant and stabs them a bunch.
I think he has a crossbow also. So,
No. Why would you use
Yes.
that when you could get thrown off a pony?
you can fire a crossbow while being thrown off a pony.
I feel like Pony is
Surgical. That's the
Badass.
definition of a surgical strike.
Pony is short enough that I don't think he could launch Aragal high enough to actually
That's
get
true.
over all of us.
That's
In
true. But I do
Aragal's
feel
head,
like
it looks great,
he's
but
gonna be
Aragal hits
reared
the
up.
ceiling and then falls like 30 feet short.
But I will argue that was entirely Pony's doing all of that movement. Aragal didn't actually have to expend any animal handling of any sorts in
Right.
order to get that far. So
Jane?
that's why I think he should be able
So
to. Fire.
I
Jane,
think
roll an
he-
attack for Argal.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's gonna shoot his crossbow.
I will say, they are immune to poison damage. So,
I was afraid of that.
sadly.
so the fact that his crossbow bolts are drenched in assassin's poison that he almost murdered all of you with, if only he
That's
had
true.
gotten through his feelings.
I was gonna say, did he almost murder us? I don't know.
No, I mean, Argal had big hopes and dreams, and then he met you people.
So I have to ask, does an 11 hit?
We don't know if 11 hits, but I will tell you it does not.
Okay, so it flies through some stained glass
Yes.
after he does this incredibly dramatic flurry.
In slow motion, the glass rains down upon all of you, doing no damage or having any conditions on the battle whatsoever.
looking
from
dope.
somewhere, doves fly.
Okay, John Woo.
Yep. And all right, well, that was the thing that happened. Guess what? The Revenants are next, and I would say that things are complicated for them now in that they are surrounded by all of you. So I think they're going to do like a quick threat detection.
You're
And
gonna do a
I
huddle,
think
a little bit of a
I don't
revenant
think
huddle.
anybody looks
Discuss.
very dangerous.
I would think. I mean, Lena Delina holding a lightsaber,
Mhm.
Crucible right there, and Breldish also right there. So I think they're going to go for the three of you. I don't know. There's also a saber-tooth tiger, but they are not. These are not bag revenants who are, fixated on killing Crucible no matter what.
True.
They'll take targets.
I
as
did
they come
slow
to them.
down one of their friends just by looking at him.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we've all been there. All right, Lena Delina, I'm rolling a multi-attack on you.
Hate it.
Oh, I know how to roll dice now. I rolled a 20 and a 19.
Yep, both of those hit.
Ugh, you get hit with a longsword for each attack does 15 damage or 30 damage total.
Yikes.
How are you?
Wow.
You're too far away for me to be helpful. It's like I can cause disadvantage, but
I have 21 hit points. It's okay. I've been better, but I've been worse.
just don't
All
get
right.
that again.
Yeah.
Crucible, 2 longsword attacks coming in your direction. I have rolled a 19 and I don't think a 15 hits you.
Neither of those hit.
19 doesn't hit you?
I have an AC of 21, my friend.
21.
Ugh,
Yep.
You're like impossible to hit. Breldish,
I'm a robot.
I'm not impossible.
you're not a
to hit.
robot. Breldish, 18 doesn't sound very impressive against Breldish.
Oh, it's
But-
close though.
23 does
Yeah.
15 longsword damage.
Alrighty.
I think that the only 2 of the revenants are badly injured, or at least one's badly injured, one's significantly injured, and you, I believe, both did either fire or radiant damage to them, so neither of them regenerates. One of them is unscathed, though it has been hunter's marked. Lena Delina.
It's time to stab one with a sword. It's
Best
time
way.
to only roll a 12.
I will tell you, you are getting closer to the Revenant's armor class, but not quite.
All right. I'm gonna go then with the not sun sword. That is much worse. So let's just say she has like glass stuck in her hair.
Yeah, you're mainly used to, when you're wielding your swords, having a significant more quantity of your blood inside you than you do
Yeah.
right now. Yeah. Yep.
So I'm actually gonna say that in addition, she's going to disengage. And let's just
You got a lot of options. There
Run
is
away,
a staircase.
run away!
There's a spiral staircase right behind you. There's some kind of
Ooh.
side door that leads
There's a
to
balcony up above.
the balcony up above.
she's
got-
just gonna back up into the stairwell and hope that unseen hands don't snatch her.
Yeah, I will tell. There are no
I was hoping
unseen
that.
or seen hands in the in that area. I will just show you on the map above you. You can. That's the map of the area above. How's that? So you know what that looks like.
Ah, got it.
All right, Imra.
Tony, if I may,
Hmm.
I'm going to take over and end this episode.
I'll allow it.
Oh,
I
that's
have-
what we call a called shot.
I have no power
move.
here.
Yep. All right,
Tony,
so-
please leave. We're
No. We need him. Tony, come back.
Oh, I'm back. Okay.
Okay. All right. So Imra, seeing that her friends have heeded her warning, nods approvingly, moves forward, gets this look of concentration on her face, and puts her hands out in front of her after like messing around on her belt for just a second. Hands out in front of her, and a stream of acid emanates in a line 30 feet long and 5 feet wide, north to south. Well, north of me.
Through 2 of my revenants.
Yep, toward 2 of your revenants.
Wow. Okay.
So the question is, next time, will they roll a dex save of 10 or more, or will they start taking ongoing acid damage?
Ongoing
answers.
damage.
To questions such as this, tune in next time to Total Party Kill.
Yes!
The end. Nerds, thank you for
Baller.
listening to our live stream / bootleg. Thank you to Aline for ending the episode. We know that we will not be back next week, but hopefully we will be back some week soon with more dog and pony antics in Barovia. Thank you for being here in the YouTube live stream. For those of you who are doing that, there are 28 of you. Yay.
Yay.
And we'll see you all sometime soon. And hopefully they don't get murdered by these revenants.
These ones.
Bye, nerd.